Hi everyone, a very warm welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video, I will be trying to recreate this look worn by Kajol for her photo shoot with Dabu Ratnani. She is seen wearing her signature eye makeup look of flawless skin and nude lips. My main focus in this video is going to be the eye makeup because this is the signature eye makeup look of a lot of Bollywood divas. So I really hope you'll enjoy this makeup tutorial and let's get started. The first step is moisturizing on a clean face, and I'll be using my most trusted Cetaphil moisturizer. And as you can see, I have taken quite a good amount, and you have to do the same, especially if you have a dry skin type. You have to take a good amount of moisturizer and let it soak in your skin, even if that means that you have to wait for 2 minutes, apply the moisturizer, and wait. After I'm done with my moisturizer, I'll do my eye makeup first. So let's get closer. I'll be using my most trusted LA Girl HD Pro concealer to conceal all over my eyelids. This is a super full coverage concealer, so any kind of pigmentation or the green of your nerves or the redness, anything which is there will be covered. And it is important to blend it and set it properly because only then you will have a clean canvas to begin your eye makeup with. Now, if you will closely observe Kajol's eyebrows, they are very feathery, they are very thin, and of course, I don't have those eyebrows, so I will not be able to achieve the similar thing. So, what I am doing is just trying to create a natural, feathery looking eyebrow by just filling it in and then taking this Nykaa eyebrow mascara to, like really flare out the lashes. But because we don't have the same eyebrow type, it was quite difficult to achieve, so I would not emphasize more on that. And with the Cupid, I'm just cleaning whatever excess product has come on the forehead. After my eyebrows are done, I'll begin with the eye makeup. So I'm using the Just Wink It Sweet Sunday palette from Nykaa, and I'm taking this brown color. You can take any brown color that suits your complexion and the color of your eyes, and you just have to apply it all over your eyes using a round fluffy brush. I am emphasizing a lot on the outer V because that is where the blending will appear the most. And yes, again, blending is very, very important. You have to take your time and make sure that the eyeshadow is blended really well. Any harsh lines are going to destroy the look. Now I'll be taking the Nykaa Smoky Kajal and I will be tight lining my eyes, and although it is a slightly difficult procedure, especially if you wear lenses, but trust me, this step can create a massive difference to your eye makeup. This is something that you can even do in your regular life. Rather than applying a simple kajal, you can tight line your eyes. It makes a big difference. Now to begin with the actual eye makeup, I'm using the same kajal and I'm applying it roughly very close to my lash line. So you have to be thick, but it has to be close to the lash line, and I'm not taking it very deep because when we'll blend it will automatically come over there. So this is how you have to apply it. Then taking a pen tip brush from pack, I'm just blending it. Whenever you're applying this kajal, you have to make sure that you blend it instantly. If you wait, it kind of, because it's a waterproof kajal, it kind of sticks and the blending will become very difficult. So you apply and you instantly blend, right? So that is exactly what I'm doing. Even while blending, I'm not taking it above a lot. Then taking a black eyeshadow, I am just going over the same thing again to create the intensity, because when you blend a kajal, it is always very uneven. So with this step, you'll just make sure that it's even, and also the intensity of this smoky look increases a tad bit. After that, to blend it a little more, I'm taking the brown color that I applied on my crease, and I'll take it on the same eyeshadow brush, and I'll apply it all over my eyes, and you will see that it will give it a very diffused kind of a beautiful look. For the last thing, I am taking this flat tipped brush from Real Technique. I've taken the black eyeshadow on it and I'm applying it close to my lash line. It is just like applying an eyeliner, but we are not using an eyeliner because we don't want any harsh lines. I've taken the black eyeshadow, I'm applying it close to the lash line, and it will give it that kind of gradation, right? Darkest colors close to the lash line and going ahead, it is kind of diffusing. So that is the essence of this look, gradation basically. So you can see how beautifully it has come on both the eyes. I'll do my remaining eye makeup later, and then I'll just begin with my face makeup. So I'll clear out all the particles of the eyeshadow that fell. And then I'll use my concealer. I actually used a primer, but that footage was not shot by mistake. So yeah, you apply the primer and then you start concealing your face. I'm using the Nykaa concealer palette in the shade 02. It is a good coverage concealer. And then again, taking my Sigma beauty blender, I'm just blending it very finely, especially around the eyes where you have like slight loose skin. You don't want any kind of product collection, so you have to be very sure that you're blending it really well. It is a creamy concealer, so I did not require, there was no need for me to wet my beauty blender. After that, I am trying out a new foundation today, which is from Sugar. And oops, I am not good with drop foundations, but yeah. So am applying a foundation, and what I can feel is that I have applied way too much foundation on my face. Even half the quantity would have done, but no worries, we'll fix it up. Right now, my face is looking like a cake, but don't worry, I have my tricks. But yeah, very importantly, don't forget to cover your neck and your ears, because most people do that, and it looks very weird when you forget these things. So now to set it up, I'm taking my MAC Prep and Prime. I'll spray it all over my face generously, and then I'll wait for like a few seconds, take my beauty blender and start dabbing all over the face. What this will do is it will even out the foundation and it will carry the excess with it. So I'll just blend half my face, and you will see what a difference it will create. I mean, if you would have seen it live, it was a massive difference, but on the camera somehow it is not like showing that much. But yeah, the difference is there. So after my foundation is done, it's time to like highlight and conceal kind of a thing. So I'm using my Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the shade 25. I'm using it below my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, below my contour, cheek contour, so and on my forehead. So these are the places where I would like to highlight my facial features, and it is a very good concealer. I absolutely love it. More than a concealer, I love using it as a highlighter because it is one shade lighter, and it suits my skin tone really, really, really well. Um, in the pic, you can see that Kajol is wearing a very heavy contour because it was a Dabu Ratnani shoot. So it was a photo shoot, and of course, contour was a major part of it. So I'm using my Nykaa foundation stick, and I am going to heavily contour my face because that is what the look demands. And now, after I've like created all those lines, I'm going to blend. I use the pink one to blend the highlighter and the black one to blend the contour so that the colors don't mix on the sponge. So yeah, um blending over hair is very crucial. You have to make sure that it is blended well. It is not cakey, but at the same time, it is not so diffused that the effect is completely gone. I don't bake my highlighter or my concealer because I think my skin doesn't need it, but if you have that kind of a skin type, you are most welcome to bake your concealer. Then I'll be blending my contour. Contour blending is very tricky because you have to blend it, but you don't have to over blend it, and you have to make sure that you blend it right at the place. You don't go like way too much around that area, because then it will look like just like a bronzed face and not like a contoured face. So blending of contour is quite tricky. I am planning to do a detailed video on that, but right now you can see I'm taking a lot of time to contour, to blend my contour. For my nose contour blending, I just always prefer my hands. I've tried all the brushes, but I think somehow my fingers work the best. And after that, we'll cover up the remaining eye makeup. I'm taking the same kajal and applying a regular kajal, just the way you would apply it. I'm not overlining it or anything. I'm just creating intensity because the look of kajal is quite intense, and I'm creating a dark line of kajal. Then taking the same bullet brush, I've not actually picked any kind of eyeshadow, whatever was remaining and the kajal fallout. I'm just blending it lightly so that it can come a little below the waterline. And I am using this sponge to hold it because you already have foundation over there and you don't want your fingertips on your face. So we use that. Then on a slightly fluffy brush, I've taken the brown color, and this I'll apply quite loosely on my lower waterline. This will diffuse the entire dark color and give it like a really nice smoky effect. I really loved the effect that it created, and you would see how beautifully it came out. Never forget to highlight the inner corner of your eyes, especially if you have done a smoky eye makeup, because then the contrast is amazing. And after I've done that, I'll apply the mascara, which is again from Sugar Cosmetic. I'm trying this mascara for the first time, and frankly speaking, I was not very happy with it. Like, this is the kind of mascara that would go on a day-to-day basis much more, but because I was wearing a very heavy look, I really thought that the mascara did not do justice to it. But yeah, I wanted to try a new product, so I did that. So yeah, after, you have to, like, whatever mascara you're using, just make sure that you apply a lot of coats of mascara to your eyes. And then, to intensify my contour even more, I'm using my Hoola contour. I absolutely love this brush. I mean, this brush is everything for a good contour. So I'm just going over the contours of my face to intensify it even more. And because you're like, because I'm trying to recreate a photo shoot look, all these steps are very necessary. For the blush, I'm digging on to my Wet n Wild apricot blush, because it is just the kind of color that really appeals to my skin tone. So I will be smiling really hard and applying it on my cheekbones, and then, to intensify and to slim down my face even more, I'll take this blush in a C direction towards my temple. So this is one trick that you can do when you want to diffuse the blush, you want to make it look even more natural, and at the same time give it a contour effect. Now for the glow, I will be applying my MAC Prep and Prime on my face, and without letting it dry, I'll apply the highlighter. And you see what it did. This is one trick that can give you a popping highlighter. And if you have seen the picture, you have seen that Kajol is wearing like a really good pop of highlighter. So to recreate the same effect, I've applied the fixer first, and then you can use any fixer. I just have the MAC one, so I use that. You can use any fixer, and without letting it dry, you just apply the highlighter and you see the difference. I'm just roughly dabbing this beauty blender because I don't want any harsh lines around the highlighter. So this is just going to smoothen it. It will not reduce the intensity of it, but yeah, it will just kind of soften it a lot. Then I'm using the MAC Touch lip creme color, because she's wearing a nudish kind of a color. And also, I think with smoky eyes, you can either go nude or you can just go red. So there are just two ways to go. So in today's look, I'm wearing brown from Calabar and from MAC, because that is what she's wearing. I will mention all the product details in the description box below, so you don't have to worry. You can just cross check whatever you want. And this is the final look. I'm really, really, really happy with the outcome, and especially with those lenses. I think this eye makeup is just bang on. And not only Kajol, you will find most of the Bollywood divas wearing this soft, smoky eye, because it is something that complements all the attires, whether they are ethnic, whether they are Western, and it is just the safest look to carry. And if you have learned this, you have learned a very universal style. So yeah, that was all from my side today. Please, please, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you again with a new video. Until then, bye bye, take care, and lots of love.